We are a non-profit organization that operates a soccer program for approximately 3,600 kids in the Kamloops area. Kamloops Youth Soccer has been around for 50 years. From kindergarten to grade 12, we have programs for U6 to U18.
We're really grounding that love for the game at the younger ages, technical work through the middle, and the tactical, physical side of the game as they get older. Younger players who've graduated on and trying to bring them back involved is a big...
All right, well, Keith Lydiard, the executive director of KYSA, is here. It's a great new season this year for Kamloops Youth Soccer.
It is. We're getting quite excited. We've just had a week's worth of pre-season meetings with all of our coaches, about 500 or 600 of them.
Yep.
And everybody's getting excited.
I know.
We can see
season.
Green grass at
I know,
last.
and it's getting warmer.
Yeah.
I love it. I know this is the best time of the year when you know that soccer started and spring is here, summer's around the corner.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you guys have a great season up ahead, and we were just kind of chatting a bit that there's some room still left in case you were procrastinating.
Yeah. Obviously, it's on a space available basis right now. It would be very easy for us to just keep expanding teams and rosters and so on, but at some point we have to cut it off.
Exactly.
And we want the kids that are on the teams to get a fair amount of playing time. So you don't want 30 kids sitting on a bench waiting to play.
Yeah. And there's some new fields that are opening up to help.
2 new fields in West Highlands, up in the Aberdeen area where the old golf course used to be, and that certainly will alleviate some of the pressure we have on trying to get all of our teams onto fields, playing a significant amount of games every season. So that's going to be a blessing for us.
Yeah, exactly. I know, because the fields are always full at any time of the day.
That is our biggest problem right now.
Yeah.
Our program is expanding. The adult program is expanding too, and we only have so many fields to play on. And during the summer, we can basically only play 1 game a night.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it starts at 6:30, it's dark by 8. But the good news is, the city have just informed us that they're putting floodlights on Mac 2 on the island, so that will alleviate some of the pressure, because we'll be able to play double headers
a little bit later too as well. Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
That's good news. That's great. So anything new this year?
Not really. Those are the newest things. We're just catering to the expansion right now because, thankfully, so many kids want to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have a great deal of a challenge, let's put it that way, at the start of every season, trying to get enough adults involved in taking all of the teams that we put together. My staff at the office here are spending a lot of time right now trying to fill gaps where coaches aren't coming back, or we've formed another team, so now we're looking for someone to step forward. Our program is 99.9% volunteer driven.
So you're in need of volunteers right now?
We do look for volunteers. If people are interested in coaching a team, maybe even just being an assistant coach or even being a manager, taking some of the responsibility off of the coach's shoulders and doing some of the administrative work. We're always on the lookout. All they need to do is call our office and we'll be glad to help them.
Oh, that's excellent. I know, I was just telling you too, my daughter didn't want to play this year. I was so upset because we had such a fun year last year.
Well, and I have offered to go and counsel the young lady and try and encourage her back into the program, so I'm always available.
I might have to invite you over and you have a little sit down with her and be like, what's wrong with you? And she was such a good soccer player,
well, I have some very persuasive ways of trying to get young kids who really do enjoy the game, we know, from coming back into it if they decide to leave for a reason. But a lot of kids do that. They'll take a year off and then they'll realize how much they miss it, particularly the social side, the camaraderie with their fellow teammates, the physicality of the sport, those kinds of things. So it's not unusual for us to get players coming back even after 2 or 3 years out.
Yeah, well, it's funny because she loved like the first half, and then summer came, and then she was free and she could do whatever she wanted, and then she's like, I don't want to go back, and I was like, oh, come on.
Well, that's unfortunate. But
I know.
Thankfully, we have 3,600, as Graham explained in the video that we've just produced. 3,600 kids that are playing, and that keeps us busy.
I know, exactly, and they have so much fun. Like every child on there, I didn't see any problems at all throughout the season. All the coaches were great. They had so much fun. It's a great organization.
Well, I think the video that we're showing here, and this is a new thing that we've just put together for our sport to try and create a bit of a higher profile in the community, to try and get more kids playing, to try and get more sponsors, to try and get more teams to come to our tournaments. This was all funded by our sponsors, and we just thought that, hockey's getting so much of the spotlight right now with the Blazers and the World Women's Hockey Championships. It's about time we got a share of the media attention, so we decided to put this together. But it was basically because of the gratitude or the support that we get from all of the sponsors that we have in our program.
Yeah, no, it is an amazing time, and I love how you guys even have like the small tournaments for the younger kids too, and that just keeps them like wanting to play even more because they get their medals and they get to see how it is to be part of the team and win. It's great. It's so much fun.
Well, and that's one of the recent developments in our sport. We've kind of taken away who wins and loses and who, you know, standings.
Until they're a bit older.
Until they're a little bit older. Right now, it's all about having fun, participation, the social side of it, learning skills. That's the most important thing. And as I said, just really having a good time in the game and taking all the pressure off their shoulders about having to score goals and win games.
Yeah, exactly. It's just about playing and having fun.
Just about playing. So we do that right up to about 12, when the kids are 12. When they turn 13, then we worry a little bit more about standings and medals and trophies and those kinds of things.
That's great. I love it. Well, if you'd like more information, anything about KYSA, if you'd like to register, like you said, it is there's a bit of room, but
just contact our office, talk to Carolyn and Donna, the two ladies that look after that side of things for us, and if they can fit them in, they will fit them in.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to have to give you a shout. Come on over, talk to my daughter, get her back playing soccer.
Oh, I'll be glad to.
Thank you so much, Keith. I love it. All right, we've got more Midday coming up for you right after this.